Welcome again to this channel. I just want to take this moment right now just to reflect and just to think with you, the viewer, wherever you might be around the world. We want to talk and we want to reason together about the Democratic Republic of Congo. I, as a citizen of this nation, as a child of this great country, once a great nation, the Democratic Republic of Congo, has gone through changes and challenges throughout the last 60 years. And as I look back from whence we have come and where we stand today, I think we have such a great opportunity right now to look forward into the kind of future that we want, into the kind of life that we want. Now, we must endeavor, we must want that kind of life that we want to go into, because if we don't want it, we're not going to get there. We're not going to get there. Now, you know, for those of us who have lived outside the DRC for a long time, we have a different view, we have a different mindset to the people who have never left this country. I'll tell you exactly what I mean to say. Now, if you are living outside of the Democratic Republic of Congo, or wherever else you may be in the world, you tend to have an inward perception of what your current situation is or your country, depending on your social status. Now, if you are somehow live in an affluent area, or you have your middle class, or there's no such thing as middle class here anyway, if you have some money and you are able to afford a good life in the DRC, then obviously things will be, you think that, yeah, life is good in the DRC. But if you, I think this will probably be true in many different parts of the world anyways, but I guess what I'm trying to say here is the fact that many people don't have a positive view of the DRC, especially those who are living here. Because you know what, many places that I go and different people that I talk with, what you hear from their mouth is always, most of the time I should say, is negative. As if, you know, they want this country somehow, they just want to get out and go somewhere else, and because there is green pasture somewhere else, and their life will be suddenly better because they've left the DRC. Now, obviously, I can understand. Being in one place at one time all your life, I mean, you don't get to appreciate life, what life can be or mean to you if you were in a different place. But what I see somehow disheartened me, because I see the level of poverty, I see the misery, I see the anguish, I see the pain, I see what people go through in and out. I mean, it's heartbreaking. Yes, that is true. But I want to say something, though, that even in the midst of all this, we have a lot of people actually invading this country. We have the Pakistani, we have the Indians, we have the Westerners, we have the Lebanese community, we have a lot of nationality that are coming here, and once they come, they become very affluent, they become rich, and they gain wealth, and then they pass it on to the next generation. But what I see, unfortunately, is that the people, the Congolese themselves or ourselves, we are not making progress in order to be able to, be proud of our own country. And that is very disheartening. I hope you can catch my heart. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. It breaks my heart to see that, because I believe that we have one nation, we have one country that God has given us, and this is our country, and we must do everything we can in order to see this country move forward. Now, what I do is basically trying to get you to get to a place where if you had a negative view or a negative opinion about the DRC, about the Democratic Republic of Congo, you can change that. You can change that. You can begin to say to yourself, wherever you may be around the world, yes, maybe that is a country where you live, or maybe you become a citizen of that nation, but ultimately you may never want to come back. That's fine. But what I'm saying is what we have here in the DRC, many other nations around the world do not have. In order for this country of ours to move forward, to develop as a country, it needs all of us in the diaspora, wherever you may be. We need to exchange ideas. We need to become patriotic. We need to understand that it's vital for us to be able to look at our country differently from the way we've been looking at it in the past. Now, if we were saying things like, this country will never move forward, this country will never, but I want you to know that things do change in a country when people decide that they want things to change, when people begin to change their own belief, when people begin to catch a vision for their nation. They say, look, we want to change our nation. Yes, that change can begin with you. That change can begin with me. If only we can understand that we have one of the richest nations in the world, but yet the country is poor because of our own management. Of course, there are different reasons as to why we are where we are today, but I'm just wanting to appeal to you, wherever you are, to tell you that this is your country, this is your nation, and we can make this country great again. But it will begin with the way in which we approach things moving forward. Now we are 2023. Here, today is the 31st of July, 2023. Moving forward, I believe when I look deep into what is happening in our society today, I'm saying to myself, there is hope. There is hope that things can get better, but I do understand. At the same time, I do know. I walk the streets of Kinshasa every day. I see the difficulties, I see the pain, I see the cries, I see all that is happening here. Now, I am not alienated to what is here. I'm not foreign to the current situation. But what I'm saying is, as a people, we must rise to a new level. We must rise to a new dimension. What I'm saying a new dimension is our way of thinking, our way of dealing with our own country. That is really, really important. Now, I'm not asking you to put your faith in the leader of some kind. I'm not asking you to trust somebody out there to make it happen. But I'm asking you, if that change can begin with you, I think that's the first step. I think that's the first step. It always has to start from somewhere. And I think you can start that change. If you really want that change, you can be the agent that will bring about the change. I believe this country, as big as it is, with the opportunity that we do have, we can certainly do something to make this country move forward. But I say, and I say it again, it all has to start with us. Let's see where we are today. Look at us today. I think as a nation, we are, yes, like many other nations, that people are divided because of the politics, because of what is going on around us. Somehow people just think like, well, you know what? It's impossible. We can't make it because there is a great divide. Everything is polarized. We have this issue, this opposition leader, and this party. When things become politicized, this is what we get. But I want us to transcend above the politics of this nation to become patriotic. If we can become that, and I think we can if we are willing to do that. That's why I'm appealing to you on this channel here. I want us to exchange. I want us to exchange ideas. Yes, there's a lot of things you can criticize me for. I'm sure that even as I'm talking, you can start criticizing how much I know, and a lot of things you can see that are not right. Right on this video, you will be able to find that. But can you find something that is positive? Can you find something that is positive that we can actually work with? That we can say, look, yes, we can actually agree on this. We can actually do something good. Now, I believe diaspora, wherever you are, we can actually come together. We don't have to do it physically, even just chatting, even just exchanging. You listening to me, I'm listening to you by way of your comments. Tell me, give me some information in the comments, what you think, what your views are. How can we move our country forward? Because I definitely want to see the Congo move forward. And I believe once the Congo takes off, wherever you are, you will want one day to come here. No matter how beautiful it is where you are, I believe someday you will want to come back to this country. Even if you don't, still, you can think good of this country and dream well of this country. And this is what it is that I'm asking you to do. We can work together to make this country move forward. So please do me a favor. Before I go, let me ask you this. I'm asking you to like this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to this channel and send the link to as many people as you can, because I want this to become a channel where we are going to be exchanging and talking about the DRC, because we want to see Congo rise again to not even what it used to be, but go beyond that, because I believe we have the potential to do it, and together we will do it. So I look forward to seeing you at the next video. But do send me a message, like this, and share it with other people, and get them to subscribe. That will be a brilliant thing. The only thing I must ask, just at least one person, and then we'll make this dream come true. Thank you so much for listening to me. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.